Hey, this is Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, I'm going to show you the actual cost for $25,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 52-year-old female. Now, first thing you need to understand is you can go directly to our website, and we've got these quotas on just about every page. Just click on the state that you live in. We are licensed in all 50 states, by the way. And click the coverage amount, put your birthday in, the rest of the info, click Get Quotes Now. It will take you to a page that's going to show you the best companies with the lowest pricing, and you'll be an exceptionally well-educated consumer. You'll be able to avoid all those kind of low price teaser rates out there that when they give you a low price and then when you get on the phone, they always jack the price up. So we'll make you smart consumers. You can also call us at our toll-free 888-862-9456 and talk with one of our licensed agents. Now, the first thing you need to really understand at age 52, if you're a female, is, how much insurance coverage are you going to need for your final expenses? Is $25,000 enough? That would typically we'd be talking about a cremation or a burial. For a cremation, the average cost for a cremation where you come home in a cardboard box or an urn is between $1,000 to $2,000. And if you're going to have some sort of a ceremony in addition to the cremation, like a celebration of life or remembrance ceremony, that's probably going to be $3,500 to $4,500. So yeah, $25,000 is going to take care of everything, but we wouldn't always recommend that. A lot of the people we work with are on fixed or limited incomes, and we recommend just getting the amount of the insurance that they're going to need for their final expenses. Don't worry about leaving the kids any money or something like that after the fact, because if you're on a fixed or limited income, you want to keep as much of that money in your own pocket. So we would typically recommend for that cremation where you're going to come home in a cardboard box or an urn, probably around $5,000 to $7,000. If you're going to have that ceremony in the cremation, probably around $7,000 to $10,000. Now that's going to leave you a little bit more money than the actual cost of what's going to occur, the cremation and everything, the ceremony, right off the bat. But remember, if you lived age 62, 72, 82, you want a little extra money there just to hedge against an inflation. And if money's tight, just get a little bit less, and we can always come back and add coverage later. We help people with that all the time. Now, if you're going to get buried, the average cost of a burial right now in the United States is right around $10,000. So you pretty much walk into any funeral home in the United States with a $10,000 check. They'll get things done for you. It's hard to imagine they wouldn't take that money. Why would they let that check walk out their door and down the street to one of their competitors? Now, keep in mind, $10,000 is not going to be anything fancy by any means. They'll make sure the job gets done, but it's not going to be super, super fancy. So just keep that in mind. That's why a lot of people would get a little bit more insurance. The average 52-year-old female we help is probably going to look at between $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. Sometimes $25,000 if they've got the means to do it and they've got special needs, after they pass away. But again, most people are on a fixed or limited income. So we recommend you get just enough right now. Take care of your most immediate needs. You can always add more coverage later. Now, we always recommend you get first day coverage or benefits, and that's what we help people with at Funeral Funds of America. We do not recommend those plans that have 2-year waiting periods. Stay away from those. I'll talk about those in a minute. Now, what first day coverage means that, hypothetically, say your policy was approved today and you died tomorrow. The insurance company, even though you'd only had the policy one day, they would pay the $25,000 out. So a lot of people would say, I like the first day coverage, but, I'm not in great health. And I know those first day coverage plans ask health questions, to which point we would say, hey, your health problems, those are our problem, not yours. So we work with enough different insurance companies that they've all got different health questions. They all have different underwriting. And 95% of the time, we're getting people first day coverage or benefits. So let us work on your behalf to get that done for you if at all possible. And the only reason we wouldn't be able to get you first day coverage is if you had some really significant health issues going on, like you had a terminal illness and you're going to pass away in the next 12 months, or you had dementia, or you're on dialysis, or you're in a hospital or a nursing home, something like that. If that were the case, we'd probably refer you out to a different insurance company. And the other thing that seems to happen every week, it seems, is somebody gives us a call and says, hey, we had a family member pass away and they didn't have insurance. We don't have any money. The body's down at the funeral home. The funeral director's not going to do anything till he gets a check in his hand. So we need to get this insurance really quick so we can get a check in our hand to get it to the funeral director. And we have to tell them, unfortunately, there's no insurance company in the United States that is going to give any insurance, brand new insurance, to somebody who's already died. You have to get this insurance while you're living. You can't wait until after somebody's passed away. And it's absolutely terrible that the person passed away. They knew they were going to die. They just, kind of rolled the dice, waited a little too long, and, now they're dead. And now their family members are struggling both financially and emotionally. And it's a terrible thing to do to those you love. Do you in fact really love them if you're kind of doing stuff like that? So it's a terrible final memory and terrible legacy to leave behind, that every time your name pops up, that people are going to think about you not taking care of this and just dumping all this debt and burden on them. So don't be that person. This insurance is affordable. You can do it. Let us help you take care of that. Now, the one thing we do recommend is avoiding those plans with 2-year waiting periods. And Colonial Penn's probably one of the better known companies. I think probably just because they advertise all the time. I think their TV commercials on every 7 minutes or something like that. And just in case you don't know it, their $9.95 plan is a 2-year waiting period plan. Yikes. Yeah, you didn't know that. What that means is if you die of a health or medical reason in the first 2 years, that plan is not going to pay out any life insurance benefit at all. That is not what you want, especially when you can get first day coverage. Now, also, a lot of 52-year-old females would probably be thinking, hey, I'm pretty young, and I could probably get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, maybe even $50,000 for only $9.95. And then they talk with somebody from Colonial Penn, or they go on their website like we've done here, and 52-year-old female for $9.95. That's only one unit. That's only going to get $1,890. That's hardly enough for a cremation these days in the United States. And it doesn't matter because this plan's not going to pay out in the next 2 years anyway for any health or medical related cause of death. So you're already behind the 8 ball, and $1,890 due to inflation is not going to buy that much in 2 years due to inflation. So why would you ever get a policy that you're starting so far behind? Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't make any sense either. Let's see how we can get $25,000 if we can. They've got per unit pricing, which means you always end up with these wackadoodle numbers like $1,890. So you can never, for a 52-year-old female, you just can't get $25,000 worth of coverage. It's going to be some weird number. Let's figure out what it is. We're going to have to guess around on this. 13 units is $24,570. That's probably as close as we're going to get. Yeah, because then it goes to $26,460. So it looks like we're stuck at 13 units here for $24,570, and that's $130 for a Colonial Penn. So let's see if we can save some money looking at first day coverage. I know we can. I know we can save you money. $25,000 female, age 52. Get quote. We're going to go back here again. This is roughly $25,000 for 130, and we come down here. We get $25,000 for $57. $57 versus $130. Why on earth would you ever pay $130 versus $57? Why would you ever do that? And you get a 2-year waiting period with Colonial Penn, and Colonial Penn will allow you to overpay on that policy for the rest of your life. Why don't we do the math on that? So 57, I'm just going to round numbers, 57 up to 130 is roughly $70 a month. It's a little more. I'm just going to go easy numbers. $70 a month. That would be, you'd be overpaying $840 a year. After 10 years, you would overpay right around $8,400 with Colonial Penn for the same $25,000. Just think about that. You're age 52. What if you lived to age 60, 50 to 60, 72? Another 20 years. That's going to be more $16,000 more expensive on a $25,000 policy. Ask yourself, does that make sense? I can't imagine it does. Let's look at some other insurance companies here too, real quick. And you'll be able to see all these different insurance companies on the quarter we got for you. Oh yeah, like Lumico here, like level coverage. We see them once in a while. 85 versus 57, roughly, just kind of using easy math, roughly $30 a month, roughly $360 a year. After 10 years, you'd be roughly overpaying $3,600. After 20 years, you'd roughly be overpaying $7,200-ish or so. Why would you do that? Why would you overspend when if you do things right from the start, you can save money for the rest of your life? Yes. There's another company, Lincoln Heritage. They're a fine company, I guess. I mean, their pricing's higher, $87. It is first day coverage. Reason their pricing's higher is they've got a deal where but when you die, they'll call 2 or 3 different insurance or funeral homes and supposedly kind of get the best pricing. They may do a couple other things too, but it's not a free service. They charge. I mean, it's more expensive premium so that they can do that. But it's like 87. Let's go up down to here. 87 to 57. So roughly $30 a month, $360 more a year. And that would be right around $3,600 after 10 years. So let's say that you were unfortunate enough to die 10 years from now. You got to ask yourself, is it worth paying an insurance company right around $3,600 to call 2 or 3 funeral homes and maybe do a couple other things that might only take an hour or so to do? That seems like that would be a pretty good payday for the insurance company. And I think most people would agree with that. So we don't recommend that. What we actually do at Funeral Funds is we've got a funeral and estate planning guide, and we provide that free. You can download and print that out from our website, and in that guide you just say who gets what and what goes where and everything that you want done after you're gone. You keep it with your insurance policy, and when you pass away, your family now has clear instructions on everything that you want done, and you've not only provided for them financially with the insurance policy, but also emotionally with the funeral and estate planning guide, and all they need to do is execute your wishes, and they'll have the peace of mind knowing that everything they're doing is exactly how you wanted it done, and you've even provided the money with the insurance policy to do it. And what a gift of love! What a wonderful way to be remembered! What a wonderful legacy to leave. That they knew that when you were alive, you were still taking care of them at a time when you knew you wouldn't be here after you passed away. And that is a wonderful legacy and wonderful gift of love to leave behind. Be that type of person. It's pretty cool. So you can go to our website. We've got these quotas here. We've got a special one for our YouTube viewers, funeralfunds.com/YouTube. And you'll get the best discounts and the lowest rates on that one. And 888-862-9456 if you want to talk with one of our agents. And if you've got an existing policy and you just want to price shop it or want to see about adding more coverage, we can help you out with that. If you need a brand new policy, we can help you out with that. If you just have some questions or concerns or want some more information, we can help you out with that too. But we look forward to the day that we are able to connect up with you and help you out with this. Until that day comes, you stay safe, you take care. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.